Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my second Halloween tutorial and this is on the Skeleton Bride. This was definitely inspired by Jill Marie Makeup. She posted this photo on Instagram and I was just blown away by it, so I knew I wanted to recreate something. I had seen these candy skull type of makeup looks on Instagram and Pinterest and I really wanted to create some sort of bride, and then I saw that photo and I knew exactly that was what I wanted to do. You could add as much or as little detail as you would like, just depending on what kind of look you are going for, but I think that this turned out so great and I love this. It's such an easy look to do. Just throw on a white dress or white clothing and then do your makeup and it is clear that you are a skeleton bride. If you would like to see how to get this makeup, then just keep watching. So I already have my foundation and concealer done. I used the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation in the shade Light Beige. And I also used the Maybelline SuperStay Better Skin Concealer mixed with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. Now I am just filling in my eyebrows with the NYX MicroBrow pencil. And then we will move on to eyes. So for eyes, I'm using the Milani Bare Necessities eyeshadow palette. And I'm taking this light taupe color all throughout my crease and transition area. Then I am going in with this deepest brown in this palette and packing that on the outer half of my eyelid and also into the crease. Next I am going in with this cream shimmery shade and I'm putting that on my brow bone and inner corner as a highlight. Then I'm going in with Makeup Forever black eyeliner and running that along my lash line. We are going to smudge this out, so you do not have to be very precise with it. As you can see here, I'm just using an AOA Studio smudging brush, and then I'm curling my lashes and going in with the Essence Lash Princess False Effect Mascara. Then I am popping on some eyelashes that I got from the Halloween section at Walmart. I also went in with those two colors from the Milani palette and smoked out my lash line. Now I went in with the Maybelline eyeliner in this white shade, and I'm just starting to outline where I want to add the detail to my face. I started on my forehead and just started creating some decorative designs. You can do whatever you would like for this. As I said in the intro, I had some inspiration, so I sort of based it off of that. I also added some dots to mine just to give it some more intricate detailing, and you can do as many or as little as you would like. This is totally personal preference, and I think the more creative you make this, the better that it turns out in the end. Now I'm taking that same eyeliner and I'm just creating some circles around my eyes. I did not fully complete the circle. I did leave a little bit of space just so I could add some dots to sort of tie in with the decoration on the forehead. I also went ahead and started creating these almost flower petal-like shapes on the top of my eyes. I just wanted to give it a little bit more definition and some other detailing rather than just the circles. I think this really made it look a lot more intricate. Then I also just added some dots, once again just to coordinate with the rest of the look. For the lips, I started at the outer corner and sort of traced out where my cheekbone would be. Then I once again started adding some detailing. I did the flower petals and I also added some dots a little bit later as well. For this look, I really did not do teeth per se, but I did want some decoration and detailing around the mouth, so I added some of these little flower petal type designs and just a few dots to give it some more detailing. Then I moved on to the jawline. So for this, I just sort of sculpted out where my jawline would be on a skull or just the bottom of my jawline in general. And I went ahead and did that on both sides, then added some detailing in between the blank space. Now I am going in with my Kokie contour kit, and I'm taking the lightest shade just to start the contouring process. I did make sure to apply quite a bit of this because we really want it to look blended out and gradient. So I went right under my cheekbone where that line is and made sure that it was really crisp to stop where the white eyeliner was, but then it faded out nicely in both directions. Then I went in with the darkest shade and packed this closer to the crisp white line. I really wanted to make sure that it was a gradient and it was a very seamless looking contour, so I did apply a little bit less of this, but still made it the sharpest and darkest up near the line. Now I went on to my forehead and I did the same process, starting with the lighter shade, packing that all over, and then going in with the deeper shade more towards my hairline. Next I went in with a black shadow, and this is from the Aphrodite palette by Bad Habit. And I packed the black really close to the white line. I did not apply a lot of this because it blends out quite nicely, and I also wanted to make sure that it wasn't too overpowering and did not distract from the white. So I just packed a little bit near the line and then faded that down with the deeper contour shades and really made sure to buff that out nicely. Once I had my cheekbones and forehead done, I moved on to my jawline, and I did the same process, starting with the lightest shade and then moving my way down to the deeper black. Here I am just going back in with that white eyeliner and sort of recarving out some of those areas that got a little bit dark with the contour. I want to make sure that everything is really nice and bright white. To avoid this, I would maybe suggest doing the contouring first, and just be mindful that you do need to pack a lot of color where you're going to put the white. So it might be a little bit trickier, but it would also probably be a bit easier so that you don't have to retrace all of your work. Now I am taking this white that I got from a face painting kit at Walmart, and I'm starting to make some of the vertebrae in the neck. I'm just taking a flat brush and swiping this across in little blocks to make the vertebrae. So I was out of frame while doing this at first, but I did just create a sternum by doing a vertical line down the center of my chest, and now I am making my collarbones. So I started out by just outlining the shape and not really worrying about the detail and the joining of the collarbones with the sternum. So I'm just drawing some lines out the sides, a little bit at varying lengths, and now I am going back in and sort of creating a joint. Now I am taking my Kokie contour kit once again and just doing the same thing that we did when contouring our face and just creating some definition on the edges of those bones. As you will probably see throughout the video, I would not necessarily recommend this particular face paint because it does smear quite easily, and it was very creamy and emollient, so with the warmth of my body it did sort of start to run. Now earlier I did apply the Milani Amore metallic lipsticks, and I applied the shade Chromatic Addict all over and then Materialistic in the outer portion of my lips. And now I am just creating some lines to give the illusion of teeth. Now I am going in and starting to make my nose. I was out of frame for this, so I did just fast forward a little bit, but I just created the typical skeleton nose and contoured around it. And now I am just adding some more detail to the vertebrae and my bones on my chest, just so that it looks very seamless and all put together. You can totally skip this if you want, but I really just think that it completes the look and really makes everything tie together nicely. Okay guys, so that wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun creating this, and I think that it is super easy and beginner friendly. I hope you all have such a great time this Halloween. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.